So welcome everybody. Welcome to this master class. This is where world-class coaches are created. This is where we create world-class coaching. And I just want to begin by thanking you for this opportunity, this time that you've taken for you to be here tonight. How many of you would like to make more income in your life and change lives in the process, at the same time change lives? How many of you would like to become a world-class coach? And what if I told you that in the next 3 months, you can become a world-class coach, even if you are a newbie or have no confidence? Now, first of all, I know that you are part of the top cream of the cream, or creme de la creme of society. Because I tell you, most people don't even think about anything good coming out of them. But look, you're here in search of something special within you that can be a blessing to the world. You're here because deep inside you, there's a belief, there's a deep believe that there is something special. And for that reason, I'd like to thank you. I'd like to thank you because you're among the leaders of this planet. You're among the leaders of this world. And because you are a leader, I want you to make this time special. I want you to maybe find a piece of paper or find a diary or a book, somewhere you can write, and find a pen so you can take notes, because this is for you. You see, when people engage their emotions, their body, their mind, when they're about to study something that is special, and they engage their emotion, they engage their body, you write something down, you get at least 90%. 90% of whatever we are going to share here. But I tell you, we can have great content, and I dare say this is great content. This is world class. This is fast lane. This is the front lane of life kind of stuff. But I tell you, we can share all this and you only get less than 10%. And that is why your mindset, your focus, your body, your emotion, your engagement is so crucial to this process. So in this training, this master class, I'll be revealing to you how you can become a world-class coach within 90 days and make money in the process, because I want you to be a coach that is also making an income from your coaching. Now, the thing is, one of my challenges is that in the next 50 or so minutes, it's really impossible for me to give you all that I've learned in the last 15 years, in the last 15 years of coaching. But I'll be showing you at the end of this masterclass, I'll give you something. I'll give you a guide, a free playbook that is a collection of all that I've learned. I put it together in this playbook that you can run away with it. And I only give those who stay grounded to the end. So if you follow me all the way to the end, I have a gift for you. So I want you to type down there and say, I am with you, Jeff. I'm here to get my gift. the 4 steps to creating your breakthrough. I'll be giving that to you together with the Breakthrough with Jeff book. It's yours, the hard copy book. You can take it. It's actually full color. You're getting everything, all the package. That is for those who stay as a thank you. I'm just saying thank you to you because let me tell you, I love to reward I like to reward action, and I like to reward people that take action on your life. I reward people who take action on their life. Now, this is different, my friends. This is different from any other training you will ever undertake, any other training that you've undertaken before. And let me show you how this is different. This is different because in this presentation, I'm sharing with you the secrets of how you can become a practitioner, a world-class practitioner in 90 days. How can you become a practitioner of coaching in 90 days or less? That is what I'm sharing with you, in this masterclass. This is your masterclass. If your passion is always about changing people and changing people's lives. Now, the reason this is different from any other coaching is because our certification is actually certification for practitioners of excellence. Personally, I'm a certified practitioner of excellence. And all DLC coaches, this is what we aim for. And why I call this world-class coaching is because we are not just preparing you for ordinary kind of work. We are preparing you to change lives for real. And I know for sure that you desire that from the bottom of your heart. Now, I know there are people out there teaching coaching, and they are teaching people how to coach. Most of these people are teaching theories of this and that. I want you to know that only by becoming a practitioner can you make a lasting change in people's life, and can you, retain that inner confidence as a coach. It's only by being a practitioner. And all of us as coaches, of course, confidence is our number 1. Okay? So, guys, what I'm sharing with you is exactly what I do personally in coaching, in my business as a coach. And this is as a direct result of really working with the giants of coaching, the movers and shakers of this industry, people that actually created the industry of coaching. I've personally worked with these giants like Tony Robbins, the master coach, strategic interventionist. And working with these people has taught me so much that I cannot even sleep, but I want to share with someone because this is life-changing. And so the formula I'm about to share with you is not a theory. I want you to underline that. It's not a theory. Because theories you can learn online. Theories you can Google. But this is not theory. Now, at the end of this short masterclass, this is what I want you to discover. I want you to take the message of your soul, the one that your creator puts in your spirit, and share it with the world and get paid for that. The message of your soul, share it with the world and get paid for that. I want you to crush all the common assumptions in the coaching industry, because there are so many assumptions about what I must be, what I must do for me to become a world-class coach. And in this master class, I want you to crush them so you can step out fearless as a fearless coach. And you know, leave out that message of your soul and monetize it. Get paid for it. Do you know how worth the message of your soul is? It's worth as much as being Obama is worth. It's worth as much as being what's his name? This basketballer, you know, star. It's worth as much as being Tony Robbins. Because all of us have that spark of genius. And there's no one that has a bigger spark of genius than the other person. All of us have that spark of genius. And we all just need the right people that can guide us to our destiny, to prick it, to prick that spark of genius so we can unleash our message. So my friends, look, this is about using all your skills, your story, you know, and sharing it with the world fearlessly. And there's none of us that doesn't have a story. I'll be sharing you how to find that spark of genius. A question for you. Who is this for? Who is this masterclass for? Now, this is for those who've been perhaps coaching their friends. You have been a social coach. You have been a nice advisor to people. People come to you and they tell you, you know, but they don't pay you for the good advice that you give them. So we call that social coaching. No one pays a social coach because no one pays a friend to advise them on what to wear, what to eat, how to show up in life. But really, also, no one takes the advice of a friend so seriously. We just look at it as an opinion. Coaching is not about that. It's not about advice. It's about helping people unleash that spark of genius. Because when you unleash that, you are unstoppable. When you unleash that, you can be paid and feel so powerful in your place of power that you are living your true north. This is for those who don't have a coaching practice yet and want to get started by becoming a coach, and not just an ordinary coach, by becoming a world-class coach. Now, I tell you for a fact, without any need of bragging, that the work we do at Destiny Life Coaching is a world-class work. Now, if you stay to the end of this presentation, I said you will get my high income coach book for free. You will get it for free. The high income coach book. This is yours if you stay to the end of the training. It's a gift. And this book, the high income coach, if you implement everything that I'm revealing in this book, you know, you learn to come from a place of total certainty, because this is what is missing in most people is really to believe in yourself. Do you have that inner certainty and believe in yourself? Because you can have a beautiful story that anyone can pick and share and monetize, and not just monetize, you know, change the world. But then if you're not certain in yourself, you're not confident in yourself, that story, you'll die with it. That is why people like Miles Monroe would say the wealthiest place on the planet is the graveyard, because there There are so many dreams to become a coach, to change lives, to coach the president, to change nations. But it was only a dream. You see, if you think about it, it's a dream. If you think about it, but when you schedule it and you take action confidently, it becomes a reality. And this is what we prepare you for, to make it real. Make your dreams real. So by applying the principles in this booklet that I'll give you at the end of this training, you actually can easily create and share your coaching framework and bring results to people around you. Now, when I talk about results and I talk about world-class coaching, when you Google my name, Jeff Nthiwa, either on Amazon, you find this is our best-selling book. And we were selected 33 world-class experts. And your trainer, in this session, is one of the people that, were honored to be in that list of world-class experts. And I have a contribution in this book. This book has become a best-selling book in America. When you see it, is on the same level with books like Awaken the Giant, books that have, sold millions and millions of copies. And I didn't get here by, mistake or by any powers that you don't have. It's actually by sharing the two things that I'll share with you. Because I'll be sharing with you secrets that actually have given me the kind of recognition like this one, world-class recognition. I'll show you this village boy from Masinga can actually stand on the same platform with giants because I believed there was a giant within me. And I know, sometimes we look at our lives and you say, I'm too far from being a world-class coach. This is not for me. My story is a story of making the impossible possible. And let me share with you actually what I know you don't know about me actually. So I began as a minister. I trained as a minister because my heart was always about helping people. And so initially I became a pastor before transitioning into full-time coaching. And another thing that you don't know about me is, the transition was so tough because I didn't have a coach and I didn't have a framework. I didn't have the secrets that I learned later after interacting with all these coaching giants. I came up with what really matters and what a coach can pick and follow, because you don't need everything. Not everything is helpful. Not every good thing is helpful to you. Okay? And so don't think it's everything that you need to help you. And so I put together these secrets to help coaches. But I dare tell you, the transition between being a pastor and full-time coaching, oh my goodness, that was so tough. I found myself, as a hawker. I got a new career as a hawker. I was hawking my books. I have a book called The Genes of Greatness. And I had no mentor. I had no proven coaching framework. And, I didn't know my place in the coaching industry. And so I found myself so frustrated. I didn't have an income, money that I could support my family. So I was hawking books in buses. I remember I went to sell books at the jobless corner at Uhuru Park. I mean, there's no farther from desperation. I don't know whether there's any more room for desperation than that. You're selling books to jobless broke people. And that's what I did. And I tell you, desperation can make you fearless, because I sold books because my kids had to eat. And so I found myself selling books. But it reached a place where I was feeling so empty. And I used to feel something is missing. There's something missing. Although I'm selling this book, there's something is missing. And that was my mission, to change lives. My mission to live my purpose as a transformational coach. The reason I transitioned from full-time ministry. Hawking was a tough job. I don't know whether you've ever done a tough job. That job that you don't want to do, but you have to do for you to survive. And sometimes, you know, you go through pain until you make the decision that enough is enough. And perhaps right now you're going through that place of the wilderness, like I was in the wilderness. Let me tell you, in the wilderness, if you're wise, in the wilderness, you make the greatest destiny decisions. Have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror and asked yourself, how in the hell did I get here? Because that's the exact question I asked myself. I remember it was a Sunday afternoon, and I looked at myself in the mirror, and I decided that things must change now. I invested in Tony Robbins training, my first training in coaching. And from there, my life began to change. Created a program, Breakthrough with Jeff, that actually was a true breakthrough, because it brought me not just the influence, but the money I needed. And you can do the same thing. This is what I'm training you to do, so you don't take so much time on your wilderness. Now, big question for this masterclass. Will you practice the easy way out or the hard way of becoming a world-class coach? Because there's the easy way and there's the hard way. And here is the hard way. The hard way is the social coaching, is going into coaching alone and not get a coach. It is not investing in yourself and not training, you know, with a coach who can help you find your own system. Mentorship is so key in this process. So my challenge with you in this training, however, is that the time is limited. You know, how do you give all that you've learned from all those masters from different practices in less than 60 minutes? That's the question I'm asking myself, even as I was thinking of giving out this masterclass. How do you do that? Okay, because I want to share 6 secret keys to becoming a world-class coach. But because of the situation we are in this challenge of time here, I'm going to share with you 2 secrets. 2 key secrets to becoming a world-class coach. Are you ready? Now, if you're ready, I want you to take a deep breath, because this is huge. This is big. And I want you to feel that breath, because this is about you. The first key, the first master key to becoming a world-class coach and seeing your name published in best-selling authors and put in the next, you know, to books like for giants. The first thing that you have to do is find yourself. Finding yourself is about finding your purpose. Discovering your core human needs. What are your need for certainty, your need for significance, your need for connection, and actually meeting it from a higher place. It is about taking your power back. I tell you, my friends, you cannot afford to be a powerless coach. And this work is about helping people take their power back. But you can't help people take their power back powerless. Helping people take their power back, you have to take your power back. You know, when I was growing up, I gave away my power. Even as a minister, I realized I gave away my power, even to church members, to people that could control me. And you can know you've given away your power in any relationship or any situation where you are controlled and manipulated. You're not free. And so this work begins with you finding yourself, finding your true power, that position of power. But also is about finding your true values. Because if you listen to people, if you post your videos like this one and you don't have values that are tying you to the core of who you are, you not believe in yourself. You listen to the world and believe in the world's story and allow your story to die in you. I want you to tell your story. I don't want you to tell my story. I want you to tell your story. And you know, the fact that you're here, it means that my story is cutting your story somewhere. It's called destiny connection. And if you just give me the permission to be your coach in this moment, in this masterclass, just like I gave permission to my coach to be my coach, I found these secrets and I found the truth, not from my head, because you can be a student of your head or you can be a student of your heart. I made a decision to be a student of my heart and learn from here, from what I feel. Purpose is not something you can learn from your head. The human needs, you cannot meet them from your head. The inner power is something from your heart, your inner values, and then your fulfillment. This is what I want you to fight for. You see, Les Brown said that if you want something bad enough to go out and fight for it, to give up your time, your money, your everything for it, to spend sleepless night for it. If you believe with all your strength, your heart and capacity, with God's help, you will get it. And this has been my testimony, that as long as I come from a place of power, I can sit with someone and help them, come from the same place. Because I realize we are mirrors. You coach people from where you are, and you cannot give what you don't have. And so the first step is to find yourself. And we are lost in so many things and so many stories and so many impossibilities. There's nothing like impossibilities. There's nothing like impossible. And I know this because in the last 15 years, I've met people at the edge of their life. Today, I just met someone that was considering suicide, just ending their life. And at the end of the session, we only had 15 minutes. She discovered her spark. It's like I lit her soul. And it's not something that is special about me. I step into my power. I give her a reflection of what I see, a feedback. She lights her own fire. And from there, I can't wait for our first session. And I'm like, these are simple things that we can learn, but not so many people practice because so many of us want to learn everything in the world and master nothing. This is about mastery, my friends. This is about mastering yourself. Because mastering yourself is power. This is where true power lies. Mastering yourself. You anchor yourself in a place where you can move the world. You can move the world. We discover power that created this world and discover that in your true power, you can move the world. You can move people from thinking a certain way to thinking a different way, and it looks like a miracle. When you look at some of the testimonials online, sometimes I feel, oh my God, this sounds like unfair because I just use so simple techniques that most people overlook, and I mastered them. And anyone can master them, even though they have never heard about coaching. You can master the same simple techniques and do even better than Jeff. Now, let me go to the second key. And this is about after finding yourself, which is really the most important key. The second secret key is finding your coaching framework. Okay? Every coach has a story of how they got their breakthrough. I'm sharing my story in this presentation, in this training, in this masterclass. I'm sharing with you my breakthrough and how my framework of breakthrough, what led to my breakthrough, is the same exact thing I use with my clients to help them find their own breakthrough. And it's the exact process I use today to save someone from dying, from killing themselves. And what gives me joy is I can use simple things, strategies to help people redeem their great lives and live a bigger, more enlarged perspective. And they tell me this can only be God. And I say, then I'm a vessel. Let God continue to use me. And so these things are not hidden. Finding yourself, finding your coaching framework. This is about finding the story. And so our coaching helps you to find the meaning in your story and create a process, a framework out of it that can help someone. So we look at your story, we look at your struggles. Did you hear me talk about my struggles? Of course you did. I told you how I became an hawker, and I was hawking books to feed my family. That was my struggle. My story is my struggles are part of my story. You see, people are ashamed of their struggles because they have not found themselves. But when you find yourself, it becomes so easy for you to share your struggle and to find meaning in your struggle. And then you realize, God never wastes any pain. There's no season of your life, including the season you're calling confusion, that is a waste. When you have the right tools, we help you create a framework, filling the blanks, so you can create something that can help your client find their breakthrough. How did you find your breakthrough? And so if you're already a coach, the question I'm asking you, how did you find your breakthrough? Now, I hear from so many coaches that came to train with us, and they say, in the class or meeting my fellow students, that's how I found my breakthrough. It doesn't matter how you found your breakthrough. It needs to be in your story. we give you a framework that actually helps you to create, a beautiful process that can help people change their life. That is why we are here. That is why we are Destiny Life Coaching. So we come from struggle, your search, and your success. There's none of us here in this meeting that doesn't have three of this. And you see, because we fear to be real, we fear to tell our struggles. And the more you hide in your darkness, the less you're going to be impactful in the world. Remember, I'm talking about becoming a world-class coach, not just becoming any coach. It's a world-class coaching that we are looking for. My biggest struggle was changing my limiting story from limitation to abundance. My limiting story. Then I discovered that I was living a powerless life. That's how I got my breakthrough. I made a decision to remain in a beautiful state no matter what. And this is what I help my clients to see their patterns and to see their power and know that they are not victims of their story. They can change their story if they want to. And I never force anyone to change their story. I'm not forcing you to change your story tonight in this training. I'm not forcing you to change your story. This will be your decision. And some people keep their story the same, although they are saying they want to change. Do you know what defines who you are? Do not ask me, who am I? Because you are your action. The actions you take define who you are. The actions you take or don't, or fail to take, immediately they define you. Now, the action you're taking in this masterclass is defining who you are. So sometimes people tell me, oh, I don't know who I am. I'm like, hey, look at your actions that you're taking. That is actually it's telling you, giving you an idea. Do you accept that identity, that story? Then change it. Change it by doing what? Taking massive action. Now, my process is called Breakthrough with Jeff. You might have seen that, brand, Breakthrough with Jeff. It's a process. And by the end of your training at Destiny Life Coaching, you come out with a process. You want to come out with a process. We give you a practice partner so you can find your process. And you can only find your unique process by accepting your story of struggle. The struggle you've been through, Jeff has not been through it. And that is the equalizing factor. There's no one who is bigger than the other. There's no one who is more special. All of us have a story, but not all of us tell our story. Not all of us tell our story from a place of power. And a place of power is a fearless place of allowing yourself to be seen. To be seen and for people to see the value of your shadow self that destiny was leading you to see. Now, what does a framework give you? A framework gives you certainty. When I was starting coaching, I had zero certainty because I didn't have the skill first. I didn't have a mentor, and I didn't have a framework. Now, with framework, you don't even need the skill, the talent. You don't need to be the best in the world. You just need a framework, something you can follow from here to here to here to here. It gives you confidence. The secret is to find the framework. Now, one of the things that makes people never to find a framework is they never want to be masters of anything. They study everything. They have so many mentors, I've met people with 1,000 mentors, 1,000 mentors. They're being mentored by, I don't know who or who from every corner of the world. Oh, you hear someone, that's my mentor. That's my, pick, be selective, and let your destiny be guided. Let your soul guide you to the right people that can mentor you. And the process that we give you here at Destiny Life Coaching is actually to find that guiding from your soul, something somewhere deep within you. Okay? I tell you, I had no framework, and that made me feel so uncertain. I mean, a client would come and I'm like, okay, where do I start? How do I help you? Okay, so tell me your name, what do you want? Because there is no framework, but framework gave me so much certainty, so much confidence. I can meet anyone going through anything and actually take them to a place of breakthrough. Why? Number one, I've been through it. I have gone through it myself. Two, I have used the same process. Okay, so you've been through it and you've used the same process. That actually gives you a sense of certainty. Certainty is confidence. Now, practice makes, no, it doesn't make perfect. It makes permanent. And that's why at Destiny Life Coaching, we certify you as a practitioner of excellence. Because it's about practice. We don't care how much you know until we know you care enough to find yourself and to create a process or a framework that can help someone get the same breakthrough just the same way you got. Now, when you keep on practicing the same thing, I remember this guy, Bruce Lee, he said, I'm not afraid of someone that kicks 1,000 kicks, but I'm so afraid of a guy that kicks the same kick 1,000 times. Please keep that guy away from me. Why? That's a master. That is a master. And so the reason we have this training organization is to save you from yourself, from going to study the whole universe and never being a master. We call them dabblers. Dabblers, they just run through life and they get confused. They are learning this and learning that and trying this and trying that, and they never master anything. Now, the good thing about what we are telling you is we have tested it for over 15 years. If you believe, if you practice it, you will see the results and you will believe in it. And you'll see it in your clients. And that's all you need. We want you to walk towards mastery. If you're making the decision. Now, there are some myths that I had to overcome in coaching. And these are myths. They are not true. Myths that I want you to overcome, even as you make the decision to transition into becoming a world-class coach. Number one, you don't need millions of funds to be a successful coach. You don't. It's actually just the other day that I began to have an online presence. I did not need millions of followers for me to make my first 100K, to make my first 700K, 900K, 1M, and I'm talking about per month. And it's not about the money per se, it's about the impact. The impact follows, the money follows the impact. And there is no way you can make an impact in people's life and money doesn't follow you. Money has a way of following purpose. And so you don't need millions of funds. So don't waste your money creating a fan base of people following you. You can create a fan base of blood suckers, killers, Murderers. You know, some of us, we don't even care who is following us. It's just we have the need to be followed. Just follow me. That's the need. We just want to be followed. Let me tell you, you don't need anyone to follow you. Be a leader. Separate yourself. Believe in yourself. Set a high standard. You don't need the world following you. Leaders don't do that. Now, the other assumption is people say you need to be perfect. You don't need to be perfect coach for you to become a world-class coach. You don't have to be perfect. In fact, one way of never becoming a world-class coach is being perfect. Thinking that you have to be perfect, you have to try so hard. I will start when I'm perfect. No, failure way. You can see I'm not perfect. Even right now, after practicing for so long, I'm not perfect. I don't think I'll ever be. That's not my goal in this lifetime. Maybe the next one. Even in the next one, if there's one, I don't think it's a worthy goal. The other one is you don't have to become a more successful than your clients. You know, I shared my story of how I coached a cabinet secretary. Those days they were called, you know, ministers. And the way I was feeling so small and so powerless as I walked into red carpet office, until I realized my power as I was walking up to that office and realized somehow I think God whispered to my ears. And I realized I came from that place of power. And I said, the fact that I've been called to this place, it means this person needs something that I have. And I'm just here to serve them from my highest, most powerful place. And that's what I did. And from then, fear went through the window and power, you know. So I began to coach all these successful people that have more money than me, that have more influence than me. See, people that are attracted to coaching, most of them, they have conquered the science of achievement. They're not looking to be successful. They are successful. They are looking for fulfillment. They are looking to find meaning in life because meaning is not found in success. Tony Robbins said that success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure. The ultimate human failure is to be successful and you're not happy within you. That's where I find most people. They are successful, but deep inside, they are lonely, sad, depressed, and living a small, limited life in a corner somewhere. Now, it doesn't mean whether that corner, it doesn't matter whether that corner is a corner of a jacuzzi or with a golden fish somewhere. You're still lonely, depressed, and empty. Even if you're driving a Range Rover and flying from here to there, fulfillment is the goal. Now, the last thing, another, you know, myth I find is you have to be a genius marketer. You don't. You don't have to be a genius marketer for you to become a world-class coach. In fact, most people that are world-class coaches, they are not genius marketers. All right. Now, our 6 steps to becoming, I've only shared two steps. We have 6 steps of becoming a world-class coach. And this is where your name is. If you make a decision after this masterclass that you want to join the coach training at Destiny Life Coaching, remember, we are pace setters. We are not just a coach training organization. We are pace setters. And our 6 steps, you know, prepare you to be certified by the International Coaches Register as a practitioner of excellence. That is what you hang on your bedroom, beautiful certificate right there, and you become a member of the International Coaches Register. And this means you can coach anywhere on the planet. Now, what we are giving you is actually value for money. And I'll tell you why. It's because we help you find your true spark in life and actually practically take you through and show you how to run your business and create your master plan. We help you, create lasting habits. And by leverage from your fellow coaches, you can create lasting, life-changing habits that you will forever never go to the last version of yourself. We teach you to deliver results in every session, because every session matters, including and especially the first one, which is the free consultation session. We give a free consultation session to all our clients because we believe in giving first before receiving. There's always another level, and this is where I want you to play. This is the level I want you to play. Now, I have a question for you here. If I told you, let me show you what actually you get from our training. Now, before you even join our training, we want you to meet our master coaches and get up to 4 sessions valued at 60,000 shillings. And that we give to you, valued at 60K. You meet myself, you meet a master coach, Carol, and we listen to you, we hear your fears, we hear your passion, we guide you, we hear your purpose, which is a unique purpose. And then you have 12 proven high income master classes, to unleash your confidence, valued at 100,000. How to deliver your presentation as a pro, valued at 50,000. Direct mentorship and apprenticeship with our master coaches, valued at 90K. Just making a call and saying, you know what, Jeff, I'm establishing my company. I have this, what can I do? Can we have a sitting? Breakout Zoom with your fellow coaches who will challenge you and inspire you to come from a higher place and actually give you accountability and tell you this is what we are learning, man. Step up. Valued at 50,000 shillings. We'll get templates, worksheets. You get these forms that can help you, blank forms that you just need to fill to create your own masterpiece and your own framework, valued at 50,000 shillings. And then a lifetime access to our online school that we keep on refreshing and adding value to it, valued at 60,000 shillings. Can you imagine? Would you believe it if I tell you you're actually getting a value of 460,000? That's how much we have invested in this work. This is a result of 15 years of sweat, prayer, dedication, choice, choosing what is the best practice, what is the best thing that gives, immediate results right now, making that choice. It's labor of 15 years that we give at a value of 460. Now, do you believe that the skill of becoming a confident, world-class, high-income coach is worth more than 400K, 460K? Do you believe that it's worth it? Is your destiny worth 460K? Is it worth? The answer is always yes. When I ask genuine students of this masterclass, the answer is always yes, of course. My destiny, if you can tell me, that I'll not die with my destiny, what is the value of that? That's more than that. That's undervalued. That is what I hear all the time. Now, what if I told you, my friend, that you can get started right now at this moment for only 90,000 shillings and that this can be paid in 3 months installments of 30,000 shillings. Would you believe it? That actually we bring all that down and give you all that value for only 90,000 shillings. It's because we believe in you and we want everyone to touch their world. Remember Les Brown, if you believe something, to go out and fight for it, to lose all, to invest your time, your money for it, and your sweat for it. If you believe it with all your heart and give it with all your strength, with God's help, you will get it. What if I told you, if you are to pay just now in this training, right now, as you look at me, if you are to pay right now, and I'm giving you the till number, you can just do the payment. The M-Pesa till number is 593038. You can pay, if you pay right now, you only pay 60,000 shillings. And that is only for action takers. It's for you to take action right now. Right now, before I say goodbye. And that's why I'm leaving that screen there. Right now, before I say goodbye, you invest. You only need to pay 60,000 shillings. If you believe in the value of coaching, you believe that finding yourself and creating a framework that actually can help someone break through to their destiny is worth this money, is worth more than this money, then take action right now. Right now. Remember the human mindset? If you don't take action now, what changes in your life? Nada. Nothing. You go back to the same version that you always know. You speak the way you've always spoken. You relate with the people you've always related to. You dress the way you've always dressed. And you die the way you thought you'd die. Because where there's no action, you remain the same. You keep your potential. You keep your potential and you die with that potential. It will not help anyone. Now, what I want you to do, my friend, and I'm doing this with a lot of love, is to avoid the mistakes that most coaches make. The number one mistake that most coaches make is actually to try to figure out things on their own. And I tell you, like me, it will take you to Hawking Books at Uhuru Park or wherever you are. It will take you to a poor path of coaching. Rather than working with a coach, a master coach, someone that has actually gone through all the pain, and you just listen to them, humble yourself. You could be the best in the world. You could believe you're the best in the world. Personally, I have a coach. Up to this moment, I have a coach. I work with a coach because I never want to trust myself to the level that I don't need help, because I know that's a lie. I always need help. And if presidents are getting a coach, why not me? Because I'm in that world-class level. It's only that they're in another docket as president. But as a coach, I don't want to be any coach. I want to be world-class coach. How about becoming a world-class coach at a fee, market evening fee of only 90,000 shillings. And if you're paying now 60,000 shillings, can you believe that? Now, chances are that you're going to spend this money. Maybe in the next 3 months, I'm sure you are going to spend this money on something. And most of it could actually even go, you don't even know whether the value it will bring you. I'm sure you will spend it. You will spend it on that holiday, on that dress, on that event, on that gig. Question is, what will that money bring you? You see, sometimes we have to be wise enough to know the right kind of investment. The right kind of investment is to invest in yourself. Now, all of us in this masterclass are making two decisions, two choices from this moment. The choice, the number one choice is you can go out there like so many and just walk on your own. Get lost in your wilderness. Be poor, lonely, and lost. It's going to be costly. It may even cost you your family and relationships, because I was almost there. I mean, when you're a father, they don't understand you're in the wilderness and they don't care. They need food on the table. And sometimes it takes so long in the wilderness because you're not creating a process that can help you. You're not finding yourself. There's no self. There's no confidence, inner confidence. And you're still in the old story and mindset of blaming and the story of I'm not enough, I don't deserve. That story, you either you go out and remain and go in circles, or you trust us to give you a process, a proven process. That's the second choice. Join this certification, and I tell you, you'll have made a decision that you'll be proud of for the rest of your life. Destiny Life Coaching is here to be part of your destiny as a destiny connector. Now, there are some questions that are the most asked questions or frequently asked questions. And if you may permit me to share, the first question is, how long before I can make my first 100K a month from coaching? I tell you, this is a question that I find very interesting, because I've had a student, Samuel is one of my examples I give, that, you know, invested with us 90,000 shillings, and within a month, I think it was about three weeks of the training, he went to this meeting, made a proposal. We taught him the processes of the 4 steps, made a proposal, and actually got 6 coaching clients, paying him 30,000 a month, which came to about 180. It sounds like a dream, right? In this last class, we had Reverend Evans, who actually paid us 50% of the fee and promised me he's going to pay the rest of the fee before he graduates. Now, he told me the money he paid, the 50%, was actually purely from his coaching clients. How beautiful is that? That means I gave him the knowledge, he used it and paid himself and paid me. I mean, isn't that win-win? In fact, it's win-win-win. You're winning twice. I'm winning once because I've impacted you, and also you paid me. But you're getting paid even when you're within the program, and that's possible. But then this is not for everyone. This is for people who are dedicated, they are sold out, they are devoted, they actually do more than what I asked them to do. This is for such students. Now, another question that I get asked is, can I pay in installments? Now, I've talked about that. You can pay in 3 installments. You can pay 30,000 shillings every month, and you're in fully. You have full access to our school. You have full access to everything. You have full access to us. We treat you like every other coach who's paid their everything. Does your process help me discover the kind of a coach I need to be? Precisely. Our process leads you to your purpose, because you're beginning with finding yourself. You find yourself, and then you find what is the best way of doing or practicing this coaching. Remember, we specialize through practice. Practice is not, specialization is not about a certification. It's about you practicing and finding, oh, this is the kind of coach I am. And there are all manner of coaches. All of us are included in that process. Who is the certifying body I talked about? Is the training credible? Yes, we are certified by the International Coaches Register, and we are in good standing with ICR for the last 12 years. We are the leading pace setters of international certification in East Africa. In fact, we are the certifying institution for international coaches register. Coaching is a big investment. How do I know it's worth it? I mean, I've already answered that. The value you're getting from coaching itself, you're getting transformed. That's already worth it. It's worth more than 460K given the presentation I've given you in this masterclass. Do you have testimonials of real people who have gone through the program? Yes. If you want to Google Destiny Life Coaching, you realize we are the highest rated coaching school, not in Kenya, not in East Africa, in Africa. We are giant in this industry. It's not that we, yes, we are proud of the fact that we have insisted on being practitioners and have given people results. That's how you get there. That's how you get to the level of becoming a world-class coach. And we thank God, we are proud of it, and we expect nothing less for you. Nothing less. Thank you. Thank you for your time. And what I'll leave here is our till number right here, 59 30 38. For those of us that are making the decision, remember you are getting your book. You've stayed all the way to the end. I want you to message us on our Facebook. Go to Breakthrough with Jeff on Facebook. Message us and tell us, you know, I watched the entire presentation. Where is my present? Remember I said I'll give you the book, High Income Coach. And that's I'll keep that promise. And so thank you so much and God bless. That's it. That's all. I don't know whether we have